is up, everyone? Welcome on back to more Withered Roleplay. My name is Matthew, and welcome on back to the Roleplay, guys. Sorry about that, I had to get a drink there. Alright. So guys, welcome on back to the new Roleplay, the new server. So the last time you all see me, I was on Riverbend Springs, and we kind of waited for I really wouldn't say I waited for it, just wanted to find a better map than Riverbend Springs. And I think I kind of have. I found this map. I can't really pronounce the name of it. I think it's Frankfurter. Frankfurter. It's an American map, anyways. But turn my lights off here. We were out harvesting and had a good rainstorm, so I came in for a lunch, I guess you could say. Back the Fooler up here. And, we'll go try to finish this harvest up real quick, and then I'll kind of show you guys around what all's going on down in here. Yeah, go ahead and turn it off here. Run down this way. The harvester should be down here. Yeah, I see it right there in front of me. So yeah, guys, so welcome on back to Frankfurt. This is going to be my American farming map. This is my real to truth, well, I shouldn't say real to truth, but kind of my down home of what I see in my area, where I live at as far as farming goes, and just good old American farming, I guess you could say. So the plan of this map is to actually, oh, 1 second, let me turn my in-game value down a bit. There we go. So the actual plan of this map is to do a huge American farming map. Hence why I picked a map with big fields. For one, it has some really big, huge fields on it, and for two, it's American. And also, we're doing a huge cattle farm on this map as well. So yeah, I'm super excited for this map. I've spent a few days in game actually testing things out and going through stuff, and of course getting all of our machinery, which I'm going to go through. As you can see, my big old harvester here. This isn't normal. This is of course modded in. And everything you see as far as I've gotten is built from me from scratch. I didn't start with, if you start on this map originally, you start with the starting farm. I didn't actually start with that. I just started out kind of on a normal, I started out on farm manager, so that way I could kind of pick and choose my own farm. And then that's when I found this area that I'm at now, which is on the upper part of the map. Or I think it's the upper part. Yeah, well, not the upper part. Kind of the more left part of the map. Far left reach of the map here is where I'm at. Yeah, so I'm enjoying this map so far, though. Like I said, I spent a few days not recording actually in the map itself, so that's why we're already in September. We are doing 4-day seasons. Cool, perfect. That's actually just went off. That's perfect. This whole field is harvested. Yay! So I just finished up field 35. I'll probably just go ahead and bring the semi-truck down here with the trailer. I don't really have a storage spot for sorghum, so I guess we're just going to sell the sorghum off, which is fine with me. I'll actually take the header back up as well, and put that up while I'm waiting for the semi-truck to come out here. I should just be able to throw it down on there. It should fix itself. Excuse me, I got a little tickle in my throat for some odd reason. Gosh. try to get that out. I guess I'm gonna park it right here because I got these big beefy tires on the front. Go ahead and move that out. That's fine. Shut that off. Jump back on the quad here. This is a versatile tool that you got for the farm. The quad. Pretty much haul stuff, move stuff around for me. Won't use it on the road as much, but I'll definitely use it around the farm. Oh gosh. This is also a modded quad. This is a newer quad. This actually just came out on the mod hub. Well, not the mod hub, but King Mods a few days ago. And this is a Yamaha Grizzly, and I really like it. It's super nice. I think it was in, though I'm pretty sure it was in, 22. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. I'm pretty sure it was in 22, and that just got uploaded onto 25. But I really enjoy it, so we'll go ahead and unhook from that. Go ahead and park the quad up here. Or no, actually, I need to park the quad up. Sorry, I need to park the quad up at the shop over there. Here's the cow pasture. I don't have any cows in there right now, but I will be putting cows in there in the later episodes. We got a pretty good sized cow pasture for some beef cattle. That's what we'll be doing mostly. Won't be really doing much dairy cattle. I kind of just like to stick to beef cattle. Go ahead and happen to go to International Transtar. This is modded, of course, versus the in-game Transtar, but I still like it either way. Mine's just a little modded, I guess. I think it's probably pretty much the same. I don't know what's really different, but really haven't messed a lot with the in-game Transtar, but I do like older trucks, and you'll kind of see a theme with this map. I went with a little bit more older, more rustic equipment that you normally wouldn't be unless, you know, it's been on a farm for a while. So, it's kind of my theme with this map was to go, let's go a little rustic with everything, you know. Say my mom and dad owned the farm for a while, and I just kind of took over. That's kind of the go is what's going on here. I just kind of took over the farm, so. Of course, the house with the beautiful lake beside it. Another reason why I chose this farm. It's a very beautiful built-in farm already. So I just super like it already. It's so nice. I am calling it Farmall Farm, just because there's a little farmall that I put up there. Probably start this thing, of course. There it goes. So there's a little, like, farmall tractor up there. So I kind of named the farm Farmall Farm. Go ahead and open the gate up. Because we're going to take this to market here. Let's see. What are prices? There they are. And this is sorghum, I do believe. Oh. Okay, sorghum. I guess I'm blind there. So they're about 600. Okay, that ain't super bad. 692 looks like the best price, and that's going to be the Frank from other farmers market. So I guess that's where we're going to go to, the Frank from others farmer market. Okay, that's going to be right down in town. That's going to be pretty simple to get to. Just a little in-game money here. Of course, we already have $53,000. I started with $1 million. Actually, no, I started with $2 million. But after you see the equipment that I bought, I no longer have $2 million. So, I just took a drink there. Sorry about that. Go ahead and whip right out onto my one-lane road here. Another good thing about this map is it has a bunch of, like, small roads and things like that on it. So it does make it really feel like a good old American kind of map, you know, like small fields, or not small fields, large fields, small roads. And most of these roads lead up to the big main road, which is up ahead. So that always makes you kind of feel kind of fun about it. Of course, the same characters that I was starting with will transition over to this map. So we will have John back on this map, and a few more characters that I'm going to add in that I'm kind of excited about. But you'll get to know them as we progress into the game here, as we progress into the series, you know. Yeah, but we're gonna take this small load that I have on down to the farmer's market. I'm gonna haul butt too. I don't see any popo on the road, so I'm just gonna haul it. Love this international translator. I love that Giants implemented some older machinery into 25. It always seems so nice to see the older machinery into the game. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the new machines as much as everybody else does, but sometimes I just like the old machinery as well. Here's the farmer's market, so we're going to whip her right on in here. That's going to be pallets, so I'm definitely not that person. I'm more of this person. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna dump that sorghum in there. It's a bit of money. I think it's only like $682. No, $692. I was right. It's about 4,000 what we'd get, which isn't bad. This is a little town on the map. It's not super huge, but for now it will do. I mean, I'm sure once more newer maps come out, we'll upgrade maps, of course, and go to different maps, and hopefully we'll be back on like a big map like Thornton or Upper Mississippi River Valley, which is one of my favorites. And hopefully those will generate over to FS25. I haven't heard anything, of course, from any of the people or the people that I watch that would normally say something about it. I haven't heard anything from them. So I'm just assuming that everything's still in the works, of course. That's the thing with map making and modding. You know, it takes some time, it takes a while to get everything new. And especially with 25 having all of its updates and stuff that it did. I'm just gonna go ahead and turn. Normally you'd swing a lot, but we got some grass over there we can just take. Normally I would go out onto the other lane and swing in, but there was traffic already coming and I wasn't about to go through all that. So we just kind of swung it a bit in there, and I mean, hey, we took a bit of the grass, but that's okay. It was wide enough we could swing it like that. So another reason I chose this farm is it kind of sets off back, and I just really like that about this little farm right here. That it sets off back like that. And you had the fields in front of it and stuff. I think that just looks so nice. My eventual plan is to grab these front two fields right here and turn them into cattle farm fields for my beef cattle. So when I come in, oh god, that was close. When you come into the farm, there will actually be a beef cattle farm up here in the front. And the fence will probably get extended on down. Like this little fence right here will get extended on down to the end there. Pass by the harvester there. Of course, I'll give you all a little tour once I put this up here. We'll get a good tour of the map, and I'll show you what all we got and what all is what all, you know, like we always do starting off. All right, we'll flip this around here. Back this up in here real quick. So one thing I'm trying not to do in this map especially is to hit the teleport key. So a lot of this map you're gonna see me like either riding foolers around or walking to stuff because I want it to be a little bit more realistic of a let's play. I'm not going super hyper realistic, you know, where I have to hide in my control group and my HUD and all that stuff. I'm not going that far, guys. But I do want to be, you know, where I don't teleport to vehicles at least. And that just, you know, makes it a little bit more realistic. Of course, when you download this map, which also the map is on the mod hub, it's been out for a while. I think it's been out for quite some time. I just really hadn't picked it up and played on it a lot. And I picked it up about a day ago, I want to say. And just started playing on it. And I really figured I liked it. It was really nice. So I decided, heck, why not? I'll make a let's play on it. I was gonna do Mississippi River Bottoms, which is a good map. I do appreciate the map, but it doesn't have that style of feel that I get from maps sometimes. So that's why I get more of that style of feel on this map. You know, just that more small time kind of feel on this map. So go ahead and bring the harvester back up here. I really need to get a power washer. I think that was the one thing I forgot to get was the power washer. So I'm gonna have to find me or buy me a power washer. Go ahead and put that back here where it normally parks at. And while I'm in here, I'll go ahead and give you a tour of everything. So we got the big John Deere, my John Deere S780. This is my big boy harvester. I opted for a bigger harvester because the fields, as you can see, well, once it loads, once it saves, the fields on this map are huge. I mean, big fields. So, I mean, 27 alone is huge. So, I opted for a bigger harvester. I also opted for a really big tractor. I figured I wanted to be pulling a lot of plows and stuff in the game as well. So I opted for a bigger tractor. So I want the Case IH9S 9370 stagger. This is a little bit of an older stagger. But I wanted the older style one. And eventually throughout the Let's Play we'll upgrade to a newer version, I'm sure. Also went with the older Case Pro. I kind of sticking with Case except for the harvesters John Deere. I would like a Case harvester, but I really couldn't find a good modded Case harvester, so I just went with the John Deere. This is the Case IH Pro 7250. So this is kind of my all range around tractor. It's my medium-sized tractor. That's my large tractor, which I use for plowing and for seeding. And this tractor I pretty much use for everything else, fertilizing, you know, you name it, it does it around here. We opted in for a small Massey Ferguson. This is our small tractor. This is a Massey Ferguson 47.7. And this is pretty much my feeding tractor. I mean, this is a tractor because we're doing beef cattle. We really won't be doing like TMR or stuff like that. So I'm just going to be feeding hay and grass. So that's what this tractor is. It's my feeding tractor. It's got a bell spike on the back and a bell spike on the front with a front loader attachment, and it will basically just feed the cows. So it'll be a day-to-day tractor pretty much. Next, I got my Tallahatchie TL 8R2 skid steer. Again, another versatile tool I can use for feeding. I can use it for pallets when I bring in seeds. And then also I got a bucket, so if I need to do any kind of repairs around the place, I can do it with the bucket. Go ahead and close that door up. I do have 3 doors. I have one there, one on the side, and one where the Takahashi skid steer is. Of course, it all has lights as well in here, so you know you can turn those on and off. Alright, we'll move over to the next shed. I'll stop at the shop. The shop will be the last thing you all see. So the next shed, oh sorry, this is still the first shed. The next shed here is the seed shed. So this shed, go ahead and turn the full door off, is the the seed shed. So it has my seeder. I opted for this Novag T-Force Plus 950 seeder. I have never used a seeder. I know it's kind of newer to the farm sim scene. It's one of the bigger seeders that you can get, and I figured, why not? That'd be a great thing to have. So I also like that it has tracks on it. So I feel that that's more better for the ground and the compression on the ground. Of course, I also got the Lizard SM72. This plow pack, this Lizard SM plow pack, is one of my most favorite plow packs. I love the versatility of how big these plows are and how much they can do. For a fertilizer, I got the Sky X50 Eco Nove with the updated bin on it. It can do up to 40 to 50 meters range. So this will be mainly my fertilizer. I am opting for a dry fertilizer versus a wet fertilizer. And we'll just kind of see how that goes. I'm hoping to get up into the manure once the cows get enough and big enough and stuff. Next, I got the Elo Scorpion 710. This is the big scorpion. This is modded, of course. This is my stone picker. Since I'm plowing fields, I want to get stones. I want a big stone picker because the fields are big. Next, I got the John Deere R4045 fertilizer spreader with the DN485 on the back. This is my lime spreader. Yeah, people might go, man, that's a little big. Why don't you use that for fertilizer? It's for lime. It's for lime, guys. It's my lime spreader. Oh, I am so psyched to be able to use this. These I see a tremendous amount. The area that I live in, these John Deere's, Terracats, Case, those Scorpions. I think it's Case Scorpions. I don't remember off the top of my head. But anyways, I see a huge amount of these with the dry fertilizer bins on the back in my area, especially right now with it being springtime. Everybody getting their fields ready. These things are on the roads daily in my area. So this is childhood nostalgia for me, I guess, because this is just like, oh, I can't believe it. Okay, next I got the Glock. I don't even know how to spell this. Corn header. This is just a standalone. It doesn't fold up. It's just a nice wide corn header. And that I bought that just because that's kind of standard in my area from where I'm from. We don't really have the foldable corn headers. Our farmers mostly just have those standard long corn headers. So that's everything in that shed. The next shed is the semi shed. It holds all my semi trailers. I'll show that to you. You all kind of seen it earlier. Actually, I think the front's still open, ain't it? We'll go around. Or the other side's still open. I don't know if I'm gonna call it the front, the back, what we're gonna call it. But yeah, so here's the semi shed. Go ahead and kick that off. So I have my Wilson's cattle trailer, the Silver Star. This one's modded. It's a cattle wagon. I got it off King's Mod, I'm pretty sure. So if you just go and look for the Wilson cattle wagon, you can see it. I think it holds 100 cows, so it's a lot bigger. I also have the in-game Load King triple hopper. I really haven't found any good. I'm gonna look, but I haven't really found any good semi-trailers out of game, like modded ones. So I just went with the Load King. My Rogers SP50 Lowboy is what I got next. I love this little trailer. This is such a versatile thing to have. Especially on a farm I'm big because, you know, if you gotta transport tractors or things around the map, this is the way to do it. And then also I have a Dimco 850 grain cart. So my plan is for this to sit on the side of the field and for the grain cart be hooked up to the Case Pro and be actually out in the field getting the grain in it. And then just delivering out to the, go ahead and turn the lights on. Yeah, I have the LED lights on mine too, so I have lights in the back, which is super nice. Yeah, so that would be kind of cool. Again, here's the first beef cattle pasture. It is kind of big. I mean, it took up this whole entire area. I don't know how many cows it will hold. I can tell you though. It holds 63 cows, which isn't a lot, but it's a start. It's a start. one of my newer trailers I just picked up is the lemur gooseneck trailer. This is a flatbed gooseneck trailer, and this actually works pretty good with my truck. So I needed something kind of big if I needed to transport a bunch of things or two things at once. Because you'll see my hitch trailer is not that big at all. So last but not least, the good old shop. So this is the shop. I kind of wish it had an interior. It kind of does. It kind of don't. You know, you had this up here. Kind of wish I had a little office in here and maybe a bathroom and a storage room in here. If anybody watching this is a modder, um, I believe this is on ModHub. These are on ModHub, but I could probably send the files over to you if you think you could mod a specialty one for me with the office, and that would be greatly appreciated. So I have a Lizard utility trailer. Okay, that happens a lot. Lizard utility trailer 2 is what I'm using, so this one doesn't have the sides on it. However, I do plan on upgrading to the big 2-wheel trailer because I kind of like it a bit more. But this one sacrifices for now and pretty good. Also in the shop, I keep my International Transstar. It stays in here as well. Again, all these things, except for maybe the trailer, but the Transstar can be interchangeable out if I need to bring in tractors or things like that to work on. We also have a lift back here as well. I mean, it doesn't function or anything, but it's added to the shop, you know. So, that is pretty much everything. Well, I guess I can show you the house. Because I didn't do that either. So, I mean, we started in the house, but I guess I'll show it to you all. We do have a pretty lake right here beside our house as well. I did all the front there. It looks terrible, but I did it. Then I did the driveway was already in the game, as in its area there. So if you come into the house, of course I have the Lizard Yamaha Grizzly, a Husqvarna clear cut mower, the MZ54. Love this little thing. Then of course my Ford Power Stroke, my F350 with flatbed. I love that too. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that up into the house as we are getting dark out already. So go ahead and pull that into the house here. I don't think I have to go too far in because it says a short flatbed on it. Oh yeah, of course. Let's go up a little farther. So this house is Snake Biz's house. This is, I believe this is the 3-bedroom style 2. So this is a little bit, he has another like 3-bedroom house, but it kind of has like a super big garage to it. So this is like his style 2 that doesn't have as big of a garage. Of course, I love Snake Biz's stuff. I think he does all great stuff. I love his houses. I've had his 5-bedroom house, which is humongous. I've had this house, and I had the other house, too. But for this Let's Play, I opted for this. Of course, I have the beautiful hot tub in the back. And it steps out to my patio, which you can see my pond and the tractor, the farmall tractor, which is my grandpa's farmall tractor that was stuck here. So it doesn't run or anything, it's just here. We parked it here hunting years ago, I'm pretty sure, and it's just stayed here. So it's my friendly, beautiful thing to the farm. So if you go upstairs here, you have the upstairs bedrooms. You have my game room, of course. 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, and a bathroom up here. And if you come downstairs, you have the master bedroom, which is in here. This is the master bedroom with the master bathroom, and of course the master closet. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's it, guys. That is how we're gonna do it so far. So guys, I would like to thank you all for coming in and joining me on this first video. I'm super excited for this map. Woo! So excited. So guys, I hope you guys continue to join me, and I hope you guys continue to hit. If you hit that like button and that thumbs up button, it helps greatly on the channel. It helps us get out there. It helps us people to see us. I'm a small YouTube channel. I greatly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. If you like what you see and you want to see more and you want to keep up with everything, please hit the subscribe button. It also helps a lot. I'm not gonna pass to y'all to hit it or whatever. If you want to hit it, thank you all. If not, cool. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you stop by some more, man, because I absolutely love doing this. So, a big thank you to you guys. A big thank you. I'll see you all again next Friday, same place, same time. Except next time, I think we're going to do some plowing. So, stay tuned, guys, and I see you all. Hope you all have a wonderful time. Peace out.